What is up, everybody? Coming in live from cloudy, beautiful Texas. Family and my dog Gochi. We're having an absolute blast. Long drive from Virginia, I can tell you that right now. But can't wait to get started here. Pre-Fish Lake Fork today, and it's been fun. Lake Fork's different. A lot of stumps, a lot of wind, a lot of waves. But it's all good. I tell you what, it's such a refreshing atmosphere to be in Texas with freedom, not having to wear a mask, and just be with good people. And it's been a blast. So far, and my family loves it and everything else. I'm just going to check the sound here real quick. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Okay, all right. Well, welcome everybody, KBBT. It's been a while since we've been on KBBT. Man, things are getting ready to get cranked up here with the brackets. The national championships getting ready to happen April 17th. But first, we got to get the last 16 in, and that's what this national qualifier reveal is. We had some changes to the bracket. We did a reveal back in, I believe it was like October, November. But a lot of people forgot what the bracket looked like, so we're going to kind of talk about it and just get through it and have a good time. So, but we want to welcome you here tonight. Broadcasting outside, obviously. It's a KOA campground here, and it's it wouldn't be doing anything else but doing this. This is fantastic, so much fun. So, I'd like to welcome everybody here, and we're gonna get our man, Mr. Marcus Coates. How you doing, sir?
What's happening, guys? How are all you guys doing? It's been too daggum long. I'm here in Grand Saline in a house out here, just enjoying up Lake Fork. Got to fish a little bit with Greg and Jeremy Baker today. It's been a blast so far. Man, dude, I'm excited about this bracket. The last qualifier to find out the last people that are making these national championship slots. We need to go ahead and push this out. That way we can make sure we're pumping it up and getting it taken care of. But man, I'm ready to get this thing on the roll.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, me too. I'm hearing it's terrible reception. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to knock over to different Wi-Fi here, see if I can get it on here. Just give me 1 second, guys.
All right.
Hopefully this will work. All right, how about that?
Oh, that's way better.
Okay, all right. Sorry about that.
Yeah,
Hopefully we're still live. I think we're
good.
still live.
It says we're still live.
All right, good, excellent. Sorry about that. We had to switch over to a different Wi-Fi connection. So hopefully that'll be better. But sorry about that little hit mishap. But anyway, guys, listen. I'll have to tell you, man. My first impressions of Lake Fork, man. You had a chance to fish with you. I've heard a lot about it. It's an interesting lake. It's got a lot of different variety, a lot of stumps, a lot of trees, a lot of steep banks. I was actually pretty surprised on how steep the banks were. And then, there's, different cuts and coves and just a lot of different variety. It was pretty cool, man. It's going to be different for me. Coming off, Virginia fishing and a little colder water and stuff like that. I was talking to you guys today, Marcus, and I was like, I just have a hard time getting in a mindset of almost being near the spawn here in March 1st. I've got to completely reset my mind because, back home, we just don't fish spawn this early, right? Getting in that mindset this early, for me, when there's no leaves on the trees, it's tough. It's tough, but I mean that's just the key, right?
I mean, absolutely. So this time of year, I mean,
I think we lost
especially
Marcus.
even after the. No, I'm still here, boss. You got me?
Okay, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
So this time of year, you're right there at the edge of
I think
spawn.
you.
Any certain. You got
Yeah,
me?
that's your connection, brother. All right. Hey, yeah, there we go. That's an
Okay.
ugly picture. All right, Lisa, we're gonna get you on, and Mr. Todd Patrick, we're gonna get you on. Let's see if we get them on. All right. How's everybody? How's everybody doing?
What's up? How's it going?
It's good.
Good. Lisa's got a
Hey,
bad
I
connection.
do just want to. I want to make just a
There
real
we
quick
go.
announcement, real fast. Bobby Morin did find a couple of rods out near FM 2966. So if you lost a couple of rods today around that area, hit up Bobby Morin, message him what kind of brand rods and reels they are. We'll get them back to you.
Yeah, for sure. All right, let me see here. I'm gonna do something here real quick. We got an overlay issue here. Let me do this standard overlay. Sorry, guys. Give me 1 second here. All right. We're just gonna do this one. There we go. All right, there we go. All right. Well, Lisa, how you doing? We got a real bad
I'm doing
connection
good.
with you.
Is it?
Yeah, awesome. Well, it's good to have you here. Yeah, it's in and out, but that's okay. That's all right. No big deal. Yeah, we're just trying. Let me answer some questions here. Jason Starley wants to know what was the water temp on Fork and what was it there a week ago? You want to answer that, Marcus?
I'm sure a week ago you're probably, we're not too far off of the freeze, so I'm sure a week ago you're still looking at temperatures in the 40s. It's moved up into the mid to high 50s. Sometimes some places even right at 60 degrees, depending on where you go. So you're talking about a significant weather change here in just a couple of weeks from that ice melting to the 70 and 80 degree days that Texas got. These bass are right on the edge of spawn. I mean, they're jumping at the bit. So, there's a real potential that we could have some serious action going into the weekend.
Yeah. Marcus, you're freezing on me, man. This is Texas, guys. I mean, the coverage out here, as we know, is pretty brutal. This might be a free state, but they don't understand cell phone service, so we apologize. Wi-Fi and cell phone has been really difficult here, so we're trying our best to get this thing done. So, but yeah, it's been brutal. So, guys, I'm trying to do my best here.
Watching the live stream, Marcus is pretty good, man.
Oh, okay, it must be me then. It must be me. All right, my apologies, guys. All right, well, here, let's do this. Let's go ahead and get down to the bracket here, man, and let's just see what we got. And Marcus, if you guys go ahead and lead this on, Todd and Marcus, and I'll kind of get out here. But it sounds like my screen sucks. So anyway, let's try to let's see here. Get this on share. Okay. All right. Let me get this out of the way.
Just to make sure out there, I mean, can everybody hear me pretty good?
Yeah, Marcus, you're good, dude.
All right, perfect. Just wanted to make sure on that one.
All right, take it away, guys. Take it away, guys.
Let me go ahead and pop this up here real fast so I can see it a little better. There we go. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and fire this thing up. We'll go step at a time, and we'll go ahead and we'll do Greg's. We'll get Greg's vote in last. I know he's a little connecty there, but we'll make sure he's included as well. Just to make sure you guys heard me, Bobby Morin did find 2 rods out at FM 2966. If you lost some, message them what you lost. If they match up, we'll make sure we get them back to you. We'll go ahead and get that taken care of. Lisa, I've got you. You're muted. If you want to make sure your mic's on, there we go. Perfect. So let's go ahead and start this thing off, guys. The last national qualifier. We're right here at the end of the gate. National championships right around the corner coming up in April. We've got roll down spots. We've got people that can't make it. We've got all kinds of stuff that's about to happen and go down. And it's all going to get brought to you guys as soon as we start recording and broadcasting March 20th. So we're going to keep some of the surprises and some of the letdowns, to ourselves until then. Bring it all out in the broadcast. But let's go ahead and start this thing off. Todd, I'm digging the hat, by the way. Just want to let you know.
Hey, I got this one, and I got one that's Texas A&M too. So you probably don't like that one, but
Ooh. Oh no, sir. Hey, we're in Longhorn country. This is Fork, baby.
no, Fork's not Longhorn country.
It's Longhorn country to me. All right, we got cows around the corner. All right, so the first matchup starting this whole thing off, very top of the red division, and we're going to bounce around a little bit just to have a little fun. We're going to start it off with Jeremy Baker coming out of Alabama, taking on Stephen Davis out of Kansas. Stephen Davis, you guys seen a lot of this last season. He came in with Davis Custom Rods, did a lot for our anglers. Jeremy Baker made an appearance last season as well. I mean, he did get taken down by the champ. I won't say nothing else about it. But this is, I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, Davis is coming in all the way down to Fork. So he's actually going to be coming down probably right at a banging time for spawn, just based off of what we've experienced so far this week. As far as I know, Jeremy's going to be fishing back home in Alabama, maybe Guntersville, maybe another lake close by. But, that's the intel we have right now. Todd, lead us off, man. Where are you sitting on this one?
I mean, Jeremy Baker, with what he can do out there, wherever he's at is great. Steven, getting into the game, getting into tournaments and things like that. Definitely the strong underdog here. I really like what Jeremy, the arsenal that he brings to the table. He's very diverse in what he does, and he only seems to be getting stronger at this point. So if I'm going to make a pick here, I'm definitely going Jeremy Baker out of Alabama here.
Perfect. Lisa, hit us up with an opinion.
I'm going with Jeremy Baker too. I'm pretty sure that's who I picked the last time we did this. I think that he's going to be able to find fish better than Steven. I don't know.
I mean, and that's a fair opinion. I mean, it is tough. So Steven's a little bit new to the game. He does have a brand new kayak coming in. I know he's already got that. He's jumping into it a little headstrong. I know he just recently got into the whole kayak fishing community there. The fact that he is going to Fork, and I mean, a week from this Saturday, that's going to be prime spawn territory, at least, if not prime at the tail end of it. So, I mean, I think he can give Jeremy, a run for money based off of what he's already told me about Alabama fishing. However, just with experience and what I've gotten to witness myself being on the water with the guy the last 2 days, I'm going to stick it out with Jeremy Baker in this one. But I would hate for Jeremy to get overconfident. I mean, Fork can be a beast when it's on. Greg.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a Jeremy by a landslide. I mean, Jeremy, he's just getting in the swing of things. We fished with him today. He caught some good fish yesterday. Again, it all depends on where he's fishing, next week. But we did talk about, his Alabama waters, and they've basically dwindled out because of all the tournaments going on. We saw that here in Texas. I mean, Jeremy's confident angler. He's got his set ways, and he's always been a stick. So, yeah, Jeremy definitely advances. Jeremy Baker, there he is.
Jeremy Baker sitting over here on the side of us here. So we'll bounce to the next matchup here. We're going to drop down to the bottom of the blue squad. Pat Magruder out of Texas taking on, I believe that's Scott Drescher out of Indiana, if I can read that correctly. Todd.
Which one are we on?
Pat Magruder taking on Scott Drescher.
I mean, really, I don't know too much about either one of these guys. It's gonna be a toss up for me. I don't really have any insight on this one. So I'm gonna go with Pat Magruder out of Texas.
Right on, Lisa.
Yeah, I think I went with Scott the last time, but I think I'm going to switch over to Pat. So he's fishing in Texas.
I mean, that's fair. I've talked to Pat a couple times here. I don't know a whole lot about Scott. Pat is, Pat owns his own swim bait company, makes them himself. He did appear in a KBBT bracket. I think he went to the second round of it, if I'm not mistaken. But Pat is jumping at the bit. He's excited. He's going to be down here at Fork tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. He's ready to rock and roll, and the fact that he's going to be fishing here, I don't know where the guy's going to be fishing then. Is Indiana does it have soft water yet? Isn't it one of those states that still has ice?
No, they're good, man.
I talked to Sam Jones while he was fishing. He does. He does. They do.
Yeah, I was talking.
They have their state championship coming up this weekend.
Yeah, I was talking to Jim Moore, actually, and he's itching to get out on the ice. And him and Jackson, they said that they've got good open water out there now. So I think Indiana's going to be all right, but they're just not going to be in the right bite coming next weekend. I think definitely there's going to be some traveling involved, at least 3-4 hours south for Drescher to have a chance, in my opinion.
Man, I would hate to pick anybody that's fishing in the Antarctic. So, I'm going to stick it out with my buddy Pat on that one.
Scott Drescher just said he'll be fishing Gunnersville. That changes everything.
That changes a lot. But Jeremy, if Jeremy Baker's there, get him on.
Hey, Jeremy.
I want him to. I want him to tell everybody what's been going on in Gunnersville.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's been a straight
let me go get him real fast.
Yeah, this is something that Scott, I hope you're listening, buddy. It's something that you need to know about Gunnersville.
He's watching on his phone, so can you grab Jeremy for me? All right, cool. We're grabbing Jeremy. We've also got Stephen Bell here in the house with us, the owner of the Carolina Casters over there at KFL.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
Hey, we've got to hang out with some awesome people while we're waiting on Jeremy to finalize this up. We've got to hang out with Armando Sola, Bobby
Awesome
Big
guy.
Gun Morin's here in the house with us. Kyle Burns is here in the house with us. I mean, we've had a lot of fun. Blake Knight's going to be down tomorrow. We've got a lot of big hitters here. Hey, they want you to come over here, hop in front of the microphone, and tell Scott Drescher what's been going on in Gunnersville. Let me go ahead and hit this up a little bit for you. And here's your headset.
Yeah, let me take this off.
There you go. Give it hell.
What's up, guys?
What's up?
What's up, Jeremy? Welcome. Yeah, we were on the water today, man, and we were talking about Gunnersville, man. Tell Scott Drescher and all those guys what's been going on at Gunnersville here.
Yeah, we've had there's been a lot of issues with a lot of gill nets lately, and I've personally seen a few. It's just been a bad situation. These guys are. It's not illegal in Alabama. Let me say that first of all. So it's legal to do, and there's no restrictions on what fish you can put in this gill net or what fish go in this gill net. And the problem we're having that I've seen and I keep hearing people talk about all the time is how, these fish are starting to move up. Well, they're putting these gill nets at the mouth of these creeks. And so you've got Gunnersville, which gets hammered every weekend with tournament after tournament after tournament. Now you got these gill nets in there, and it's just really creating a big problem for these fish trying to move up into these creeks to spawn.
So you've got a situation where you get 170 to 200 boats every weekend between now and the end of April, and then there's these gill nets that have been put in the mouth of these creeks that are so-called legal, but all these fishermen are finding these gill nets. They're running through them. They're getting caught in their prop. They're cutting these gill nets out, and they're bringing up these gill nets, and they're finding all this dead bass and everything else. It's sad, man. I mean, they're going to ruin this fishery real quick.
Absolutely. I mean, I live 45 minutes from Gunnersville, so I consider that my home lake. Past few times I've gone, I mean, you just about get run over by bass boats. If you don't get run over by a bass boat, you're probably going to find a gill net. if you're in the right areas, and that's, to me, it's, it's a big problem. And, 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 it's a big Gunnersville's one of the greatest fisheries in the world, and to do that to a place like that it's sad. But like I said, it's not illegal. There's a lot of people that are hot about it. A lot of people are upset about it, and they have every right to be. And I guess by the law, though, the guys that are putting the gill nets out have every right to do it as well. So.
Well, go to Facebook, go to the Gunnersville group, take a look at some of the comments and what's been going on, man. That's one of the greatest fisheries that we have in the world, and to have that ruined by that, man, it's just drives me crazy. I think state of Alabama, and especially the city of Gunnersville, if they were smart in their right mind, they know that their industry is bass fishing. They've got to put a stop to that for sure.
Absolutely. I mean, I know. A lot of people would sign a petition today if they would, but it's been around for so long. I don't think they ever will.
Yeah, I know. It's terrible. But anyway, Scott, I want to let you know that, man. But I get to pick, and beyond that, listen, Pat's in Texas. You're going to be in Gunnersville. That's going to be that's a coin flip for me, man. To be honest with you, I think both states are full of tournaments and all that stuff. I can't deny what's been going on with Texas. Texas has been just absolutely catching straight up freaking tanks. We've seen a 60-pound bag, best 5 fish at OH Ivy. I don't know where Pat's going to be fishing, but man, it's hard to go against Texas. I'm going to go Mr. Pat McGruder.
I mean, if there is a time to pick Texas, it's March, right? I mean, you're not just talking about one lake. Yeah, it's not just one lake spawning in Texas. It's with that freeze that happened, the lakes that are usually ahead of the other lakes are now on the same page. The lakes that normally have 2 spawns are now only having 1 huge spawn. So you're just going to have an amazing spawn happen all across the state of Texas. It's phenomenal. It's happening now. It's going to be happening next weekend. If you're facing a Texas angler, get ready. And lock in. But
JR says Marcus hates Ivy. I'm sorry, man. If you hate Ivy after seeing what happened here in the last couple of weeks, you're crazy.
I hate Ivy. I'm that guy that hates Ivy still. Just saying. It's me. I'm that guy. Yeah, that's me. But either way, if there was a lake in its prime that was going to rival a Texas fishery that wasn't in the state of Florida, Gunnersville would be my choice, if not St. Clair when the spawn was happening. But from what I've heard about Gunnersville, man, I'm iffy on it. I'm going to stick with Pat even though the upgrade. But, Scott, you're on the right water if you can find the right fish. Mm-hmm. So I'm really interested to see that matchup. And another just absolute hammer fest that's going to throw down 2 people that may be fishing the same live event together on Conroe, or maybe going off of Conroe and doing their own thing. Daniel Glenny and Caleb Helbig, both out of Texas. If I'm not mistaken, Caleb was the Southeast Texas Angler of the Year last year. Is that right, Lisa?
He won the championship. I'm not sure that he was Angler of the Year.
That's right. He won the championship, and Daniel Glenny's a part of the same group. We saw Daniel Glenny go up against Conrad. That's going to be a stick fest because these guys are close buddies. They're going to be fishing around the same area, same conditions. Man, I love both of these guys, and I'll just go ahead and get my pick out of the way without any, explanation because it's a hat flip for me. But seeing what Caleb has been doing consistently all across his Facebook page, it is one toad after another. I don't think anybody in the whole bracket is safe from that guy. I'm going to go Caleb Helbig, and I'm going to go Caleb Helbig is going deep. Todd.
I like Helbig too. Ever since he's came onto the scene here with KBBT and what we got going on here, the dude's been very consistent. He's always on a good bite. He always, going to different lakes, and he's putting it together on multiple lakes. It's not just one place. Definitely like Caleb Helbig here to move on to the Sweet 16 versus Jeremy Baker.
Lisa.
Well, I got to go with Caleb. He's on my Southeast Texas Rough Riders team. So,
teammates.
No, he's definitely good. He's definitely been putting up numbers. So he's out there fishing every day.
Greg.
Yeah, man, I'm going with Caleb. Man, he's a new man. He's lost a ton of weight. I mean, just he's fishing his eyes out, man. He's on them. I think those guys, if I'm not mistaken, they're fishing a tournament. Is it Conroe?
Conroe. It's Conroe.
I think they're fishing at Conroe, right? Yeah, I mean, that's my
last time I checked, they weren't sure if they were going to fish the live event or go separately and drop the live event and fish off on a different body of water. They're taking that competition extremely seriously, especially with how close they are with each other.
Conroe should be on too.
Yeah.
They should be.
Conroe,
They
I
might
mean,
be post.
it
They might
held,
be post on next week.
One of the greatest. Yeah, it's hard to tell, man. I mean, but Caleb's a great fisherman. He's gonna do well, man. I'm gonna pick Caleb.
And the next matchup is another Texas absolute slugfest. One of these guys you may have not known until recently, but you know his name now. It's going to be John Mooney taking on Jim LaVere. And this is going to be just a smash mouth fest. I'm looking for both these guys to be over a hundo.
I'm sorry, both of you.
I mean, the biggest total in one matchup is going to come from this one. I guarantee it. Man, Todd.
I gotta go with Moon, right? Big Moon here. So I'm going John Mooney. I like what he's been doing, but nothing to take away from James at all here. So Texas versus Texas, it don't get any better than that. I think if you're anywhere south of Tennessee South, you're going to be on a good bite, regardless of where you're at. So them guys down in Texas are going to have fun versus each other. But I'll go Mooney here.
Lisa.
I mean, I think I went Mooney last time, but after seeing James fish this weekend, I don't know. I think he got it.
I mean, I was there too. Both of us were. Lake Welsh was not on a strong bite at all. In fact, it was actually the worst day I've had on Welsh since the KBBT fishing fit, and we were fishing Welsh a lot. All of us were, and it was a tough bite. And Jim didn't have any issues at all. In fact, he threw 3 up over 20 in 30 minutes like it wasn't no thing at all. He figured them out. He patterned them. He did great, and that was without it with nothing connected to his pre-fishing trip at all. It was a totally different pattern he was able to figure out. Had well over 100 inches in his best 5, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, and he's my teammate. I'm not going to pick against the guy. I'm going to go Jim LaVere on this one. I love Moon to death, but hey, we're rivals in the KFL now. You're over there with Louisiana. My boy Jim's with the Bandits. Bandits is going down. Greg.
I've got a fun fact here. Every person who has shaved their beard over 7 at KBBT tournaments, you cannot shave your beard and fish effectively. My friend John Mooney, you're out. I'm sorry. James LaVere is going to absolutely put a whooping on him. All because of the beard, man. You got to keep the beard.
That's hilarious.
I'm letting mine grow out all the way through the championship. We ain't even trimming it. We going straight caveman with it.
That's funny.
Yeah, man. You can't shave the beard and fish good, man. That's impossible.
The next matchup's a real interesting one. Someone that, if I'm not mistaken, last year was his first year. Came up, didn't do terrible. And he's facing against arguably one of the best top 10 anglers in the nation. Eric Siddiki taking on Ben Steele. Eric Siddiki out of Ohio, but we all know from future, or past reference, Eric ain't scared to travel. In fact, there's no telling if Eric's even going to be like in Mexico or United States or Australia. We don't know where Eric's going to wind up. So, Ben, if you're going to stay in Nebraska, I think it's going to be tough for you. But I'm really interested to see how well it plays out. However, I don't care who he's facing. It's hard for me to pick against Siddiki. Eric's got my pick right out the gate. Todd, I already know who you're going, but explain it anyways, buddy.
I mean, Ben Steele came on. He's done well with us. He's been pretty consistent as of late in KBBT. We've seen Ben do very well, but like you said, he has to travel. Siddiki just got a brand new boat. He's got a newfound passion for this year. He's very focused. It's very Rush Snyder-esque, the focus that he has coming into these tournaments that he's got coming up. And he's making this one a priority. So he's already talking about trying to beat me or Pendergraph in the second round. Siddiki will be traveling south. We will be in either Mississippi or Arkansas. Watch out for Siddiki to throw up a bag probably close to 100 inches. I got Eric Siddiki, and I got him big.
Whoa. Lisa.
Well, I'm going to go with Eric Siddiki. I don't know either of these guys very well. So just from what I've seen and what I've seen on Tourney X, I'm going to go with Siddiki.
Nozar.
Yeah, man. Look, Siddiqui's a warhawk. You ain't going to beat a warhawk. I'm sorry. It's impossible. We've already proven that this weekend. We are absolutely on a tear, 1-0. Just absolutely going to be, basically 6-0 plus playoffs. We're going to go undefeated. The Norfolk Privateers got a little taste of what we're all about. They're still crying about that loss. And Siddiki is part of our team. He's got the momentum, and he's got a new boat. And so Siddiki by a mile. Go Warhawks.
I'm just going to let you have your victory, Mr. MVP. All right. So the next
Greg catches 3 fish and gets MVP of a league. It wasn't much of a match.
He had a 5-fish limit, did he not?
I'm just kidding with you, Greg.
That might be his last. That might be his last. That might be his last.
Go back and look at
limit of the year,
KBBT.
Todd. Todd, that might be his last 5-fish limit of the year. Let him have it.
Listen, man. One man beat the entire team. It was 1 versus 5.
You guys were fishing in Virginia.
Welcome to Texas. The next matchup,
It
speaking of
was
Texas,
a live event, right?
It was. You did well, Greg. You did well. We'll give you that.
You did good.
Never fished before. And flat out, straight out caught donkeys, and then had to teach Bobby Moore how to catch them.
Oh.
Dang. Digging on his teammate.
That's right.
Oh.
It's called teamwork. It's called teamwork.
Oh.
That's right. That's right.
All right. Well, moving on to the next
Listen,
matchup.
I'm here to.
Is it renamed Gregory Bound Outdoors?
I'm here to educate, edify, and entertain. And that's what I do. I do all 3 every single day, baby.
He's going to be the smack talker of this league, and I'm going to freaking love life.
You don't even know. You don't have a clue what's coming.
Oh, my gosh.
Just turn into KFL.
I'm gonna just skedaddle past all of that here. We'll go on to the next matchup. We've got Cayman Rasmussen, the funnest name in the entire KBBT to say. He's young, he's restless, he's coming back, and he is going against Matt Fentress.
Yeah, that's a new add-on, by the way.
Second place finisher in the first ever KBBT bracket. Todd.
I'm looking up something real quick. Give me a second here.
Lisa.
Man. I'm going to go with Cayman. I've been watching him on Facebook, and, obviously everything is still kind of frozen up there, but I think it may have thawed out by now. But when it is open water, he's really, really good. He puts up some big fish, so I'm going to go with Cayman.
Right on. Well, while Todd's still looking that up, I'll go ahead and give my 10 cents. Here's the thing. Matt told me he was planning on fishing a live event on a lake that I just think is not my cup of tea. And I think if you're willing to fish a live event and sleep on my boy Cayman, Matt, I love you, brother. We share phone conversations. In fact, I'm supposed to call you back here in about an hour. I love you to death. Matt's going to be here at Fork, but you're sleeping on Cayman, bro. Don't fish the live event. until I have like confirmation you're not fishing the live event, Cayman Rasmussen by 10 inches. Todd?
I can come in here. I was looking up the weather in Utah. Highs in the upper 40s, lows in the low 30s. Unless that jerk bait bites on fire or something like that, I don't see Cayman really competing with anywhere in Texas. So Cayman can prove us wrong. He loves them smallies. He does well with them. He knows how to fish his home area. But I can't pick against just Matt based off of that knowledge right there. So I got Matt Frentress, and I think he'll win it pretty easy.
Greg.
Matt and I talked about this, and he's like, I don't even know who this Cayman Rasmussen is. I said, you better get to know him, because I'll tell you, I faced him at Kenansville, and the guy called us PB. He beat me head-to-head, and I had 86 inches up by like 9 o'clock, and, the wind kicked up, but that's no excuse. He flat out beat me. I was on the Florida waters, and you better get to know who he is. The guy is versatile. He can fish in just about any condition. He's a great fisherman. I've talked to several people that fish with him, and he's a guy that you want to get to know. However, Matt Frentress is also in the championship, taking on Conrad Benetti in our first tournaments. So this is a guy knows how to fish Texas waters. The spawn bite and the spawn mites get ready to get on, guys. I'm just saying. Hopefully it's happening this weekend while we're here, but if not, it's going to be next weekend, and that's when Matt's going to be fishing. So, guys, I'm taking Matt Frentress, and it's going to be it's going to be big. So, Matt all the way.
All right. Well, the next
I expect
matchup
Matt to put up over 90 inches easily.
Not if he fishes that live event. That 90 inches won't even win that thing. But we'll see.
It must be on Ivy.
No, it's not on Ivy. I think it's on Tyler or Palestine. One of the two.
Palestine.
Yeah. Oh no, it's Tyler. It's 90. Tyler. No, it's Tyler.
Tyler.
I think
okay.
I think it's Tyler. It's Tyler. Yep. So.
Right on. Well, the next matchup we have is Mark Pendergraph out of Texas, who we already know is going to fish fork, taking on our very own Todd Patrick, who hasn't been in a bracket in a minute. I don't even know if he's got a kayak yet. I'm going to take Mark Pendergraph for 500. I'm going to take Mark Pendergraph for 500, Bob, because Todd doesn't have a kayak.
I'll let you guys all pick first. I'll talk last.
Lisa, remember, Todd doesn't have a kayak. He's fishing out of an inner tube.
Yeah.
Fishing,
like
bro.
I said last time, I didn't even know Todd can fish. So I'm going with Mark.
Lisa, I know where Texas is, and I know where you're at.
Okay.
I've seen that.
Here's
Here's
an interesting.
She can take you.
Mark Pendergraph and I are tied. I've got just as many wins in KBBT as Mark does. That's 0. However, that streak comes to an end big time. Mark Pendergraph is going to crush Todd.
Hey, look, I'll let Todd slip on by with the no kayak, but he has to wear a pair of like shoulder high waders.
I'm wearing rubber ducky inflatables on my arms, and I'm going deep. I'm just kidding.
Listen, Eric Siddiki can fish with you and hand you the rod after he catches it, and you still lose the mark.
Oh, I want a piece of that action.
No doubt.
I'm the biggest underdog in this tournament in Vegas, hands down. Mark's got to be like plus 600 or minus 600. I'm probably plus 16.
Yeah, that plus.
So, Mark, everything's in your favor. If you lose, you choked. But I think that there's a chance that you can choke. And I will go with myself fishing on a lake that I probably lost about a mid 90 inch bag last year and I'm excited to go back. I'm getting a kayak. I'm buying Gem Wars PA 14 this week. We'll be rigging it up and we'll be headed down. And man, don't count me out, guys. I'm in this. I think the lake that I'm going to is going to be on fire just as much as Lake Fork, if not maybe even better. If Lake Fork might be a little post spawn, hopefully. But if it's on, man, it's going to be a fun bite. Mark, congratulations on getting to go against probably the easiest road to your invite to the KBBT National Championship. But if you choke, I will not let that down ever. So come out and at least put up 90. Make me give me a challenge. But I'm gonna take myself. I gotta pick myself. So we'll see.
Not to get too personal, but I am so glad Todd is getting back into this because there's an excitement back for fishing, Todd. I'm excited to have you back in the kayak, man. And it brings a lot of different things into perspective, when you're on this side of the microphone and you're doing the fishing and everything else. I'm excited to get you back on, man. I really am. Super happy for you.
I appreciate
I
it.
just want to say I am proud that Todd's getting back because it was a lot of fun having all three of our main broadcasters. Now that we're adding new ones, I'm still getting used to that, but our three main broadcasters all being in the brackets together. But on top of that, I'll take Greg Nozar in Maine tomorrow against Todd.
That was, you see what he did there, everybody. He went for a shock factor statement, and that's exactly what happened. That'd be like me telling Mark Pendergraft I'm gonna beat him by 20 inches. So
you probably will before this thing gets here. I'm gonna wait on that Facebook post.
Yeah, no doubt.
All right, let's move on because this is nothing about me. I'm probably the least talked about person in this bracket. But let's have fun
Todd,
with
we
it.
love you. You got it, homie.
Let's go to Kelly Davis and Robert Brown, my friends.
There you have it. Kelly Davis, who is also coming down to Lake Fork. Lake Fork's going to have a whole lot of people fishing it. Robert Brown's probably sticking it out in Virginia. The said, "Go Navy, baby." I'm going to go Navy, baby.
Yeah, I mean, nothing against Kelly at all here. Just Robert Brown, one of the top 15 anglers to probably ever fish KBBT. The guy's got it going on. It's going to be a fun time to, see how far I think Robert can go here. Glad to see Kelly go out there and put up a 5-fish limit. Give Robert a little run for his money. That'd be great to see. So definitely we're rooting for that as far as stories to be told. But I got Robert Brown here. Go Navy, baby. Bring it home, Rob.
Lisa.
Yeah, I'm going to go with go Navy, baby, too. I think that he's going to be able to beat her easily. So, I mean, you said she's coming down to Lake Fork probably, yeah, she probably will get on some fish. But with what I've seen Robert doing lately, I think that he got her.
Greg.
Oh, this is the easiest pick. Come on, man. Robert was straight out trash last week. Kelly Davis is going to absolutely beat the crap out of Robert Brown. I mean, good Lord, man. He put up 0 on a lake that he knows a lot about. He was straight up trash in his jig. I mean, throwing jigs on the bank. I mean, just completely got flustered. I mean, the guy's in his tailspin. I told you he blew his wad down at Murray. I was 100% right. Just skunked. I mean, it stunk at the boat ramp. The skunk was alive. And Kelly Davis is going to put a whooping on Navy, babe. No, I'm playing, man. No, Robert Brown is going to absolute crush Kelly, man.
No way. I mean, hey, look.
Come on, man.
I'm going to
give. No, Robert Brown is the man, dude. He's my guy from Virginia.
Kelly, hit me up after. Kelly, hit me up after the show. I'm gonna tell you everything we caught baits on this afternoon. Everything we caught fish on. Just hit me up after the show.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you something right now. Robert Brown's gonna go to the championship in this tournament, man. I mean, Robert's the man, dude. He's the man. He's fishing on lakes. He's you heard me. He's gonna go to the championship. Oh, Robert Brown's fishing on some lakes down there, dude. I'm telling you, in Virginia, come on, they're flat out ridiculous.
He's got to go against Jim LaVere.
You're telling me he's going to
be skunk in his matchup.
Robert Brown's going to go to the championship.
Robert
This is
Brown
what I'm
won't go to
trying
the
to tell you.
championship unless he throws up over 95 inches multiple times in,
Robert Brown has
in
those
his.
fish. Did you not see what Robert Brown just did last week? Number two, like when he was pre-fishing, he put up 25 pounds with 5 fish in a lake in Virginia. I'm telling you guys, he's on fire, flat out. The guy's on
All
fire.
right. Well, we're gonna find out. Kelly's going to Fork. If there's a lake that can beat Virginia, Fork is gonna be it. So she's making her and Steven are giving themselves every option they can to go get past this first round. And I don't blame them. I would travel too. I would not fish against the 2 hammers the Davis clan have to go against, especially not in Kansas.
No,
I would travel. That's what
No.
they're doing. It's a smart move, and I'm going to applaud both of them for making the travel plans. I mean, if you're going to take on Jeremy Baker out of Alabama and Robert Brown out of Virginia, Lake Fork during the spawn, smart move.
Good luck. Yeah,
The next matchup we do
Yep.
have is
good time to be here.
I mean, this guy has been in the KVT a lot. Sean McQuinn against another guy who's been in the KVT a lot, Rob Richardson out of North Carolina. Florida on North Carolina. Todd.
Man, I don't know, dude. The Florida bite's so finicky. I think they're on like their 13th spawn already this year. Who knows what they're doing down there? Rob Richardson out of North
That's true,
Carolina.
man.
You know, I don't know. Hopefully, he can travel south. I'm gonna go with an upset pick here. I'm taking Rob Richardson over Sean McQuinn.
Okay.
I'm not big on Florida. Not right now. Nope.
Lisa?
I'm gonna go with Rob too. I think that he can put up some good numbers. So I don't know a whole lot about both of them. So
Well, I know that Sean's fishing out of the Tampa area ish, if I'm not mistaken. So I don't think he's down in like Kenansville area. I think he's northern, a little bit north of everywhere. I know Rob has put in a lot of work trying to make sure he succeeded in the KBT. He's even won a couple of them of the rounds. I'm going to go Rob Richardson sticks it out and qualifies for the national championship. So I'm going to go with that one. Greg, go ahead and spill your piece, brother.
Well, I think Rob's out of North Carolina, and I tell you, the last couple of reports I've seen out of North Carolina, it's been terrible, man. I mean, they just had an event there about 2 weeks ago, and I tell you, I couldn't believe what I saw. 66 anglers in Carolina fishing, I think it's Sharon Harris.
Yes,
66 anglers, guys. Caught 5 fish. 5 fish from 66 anglers. 1 fish of 20 inches won it, and that was Hank Rajan. If that's the case, man, oh my gosh, there's no way. There's no way. I mean, really, Sean will only have to put up 1 fish to beat him. So I'm going to go Sean here.
All right. Well, we'll take it. The next matchup that we have here is going to be Bobby Big Gun Morin taking out of Florida, taking on Courtney Dobson out of Oklahoma. Another tough female matchup there. However, little insight for you guys. Courtney has told me that she has faced Bobby in the past on online events. She's prepared for him. She knows where she's going to face him at. She has got everything ready to rock and roll. With that being said, she is staying in the state of Oklahoma, so keep that in mind. Todd, go ahead and lead us off, buddy.
Well, she can stay in the state of Oklahoma because after the report from the Hobie BOS this past weekend, they say that they think Broken Bow was maybe about a week and a half away. Cody Milton said it, heard it from multiple people, that bite's going to be good. You never know what she's going to be doing. I'm not really sure what Bobby's doing. Do you guys know where he's going to be at, what he's doing? Did anybody got any insight on that?
From my understanding, Bobby is going to be in Florida at that time.
You know what? I'm going to go for probably the second biggest upset of this bracket. I'm going to Courtney Dobson out of Oklahoma over Big Gun.
He's going to be at Headwaters.
He's going to be at Headwaters?
Headwaters.
I'm gonna
Man,
take
here's
Courtney. I'm gonna take Courtney, man. I don't know. I just think that her waters are gonna be better. I am not big on any Florida waters right now. Bobby, you can prove me wrong. I've been wrong many times before, and sometimes it's a blessing I don't pick you. But I want to see what Courtney can do here.
Man, here's the thing. I really I think Courtney is ready. I think she is going to come on. She is going to bring in everything she's got. However, Bobby hasn't had a chance to fish his own lake that he's chosen in a while. I know he's been on the road. He has gave it his all. Hasn't had the best performances lately. He did just come off a real big fish over there at the the lake on the KFL preseason match. I know he told us about it. Was pretty pumped up about it. Got out of his comfort zone a little bit, which we're all proud to see. I think Courtney's going to have to step it up a game. If she was going to be traveling to Texas or more comfortable with it. I don't know anything about headwaters, and I haven't seen anything good come out of Florida in forever. But I'm gonna take Bobby Big Gun Morin to take Courtney. I don't know enough about her.
Well, I mean, look, there's going to be Bobby's my teammate too, Warhawk. There's the gas tank is unbelievably always full with him. I don't understand how he can go from Virginia. No, I'm sorry. He went from Florida to South Carolina to Virginia, back to Florida, to Texas, and going to be back to Florida all within like a 2 or 3 week time. I mean, that is unbelievable. You know what I mean? That is just like, I would be just so spent. However, Bobby knows headwaters. I mean, he knows Fellsmere. He knows that area. He knows exactly what to do, what to throw, when to throw it, and how to throw it. It's hard to beat. It's hard to beat that. Courtney, I don't know too much about. I do understand what Oklahoma fishing's all about. It is world renowned. It's going to be a tight matchup, but I'll tell you, Bobby's going to put up a quick limit. He's going to be able to call all day. Not worried about the weather there. They've been great all the way through. Man, it's gonna be hard to beat Bobby. I mean, it really is. I'm going to take Bobby, and I'm going to say probably about 88 inches is what he's going to wind up getting.
Lisa.
Hey, sorry, my phone died. I was going to my car to get my charger, but I was too late. Bobby and who?
Courtney Dobson out of Oklahoma.
Bobby,
Okay.
Courtney Dobson from Oklahoma.
Yes. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Bobby. He goes all over the place. He can fish pretty much any lake. So I think he'll be able to put up a good limit.
Right on. Well, our next matchup of the evening is going to be Craig Knight, who has been in like every single KBBT matchup that's happened thus far, taking on another future broadcaster of ours, Sam Burke out of Nebraska. Sam Burke has been on some fish. And I don't know if Craig's been out lately. I'm sure that freeze put Texas a little bit behind it, even where he's at. Man, the fish that I've been seeing Sam put up, my original pick was Craig Knight. And I know where Craig's probably going to go. And I know he's not going to be on the water alone. I don't even know if that lake has been favorable to Craig, and it's hurt Craig in a major way. So it goes hand in hand. Sam seems like he is just radiating confidence from the first bracket we've seen him all the way till this one starts. Craig, I hate it, brother, but I'm going to go Sam Burke in this one. Todd?
I'm going to go off of location and my odds for the pick here. I'm going Craig Knight out of Texas takes down Sam. Nothing against Sam. I'm just going with an educated guess here on this one. Craig Knight.
Lisa?
Yeah, I'm going to go with Sam, too. I went with Craig the first time, but because I really didn't think Sam was going to have any open water and wasn't going to be able to get any fish, but I've been watching him, and he's been finding some, so.
Right on. I think Greg's pending there. So, Greg, are you with us? All right, so we'll get back.
That means
Greg.
he's trying to load in right there.
Oh, we got Greg back now.
No, I'm here. I'm here, guys.
All right.
Yeah,
Sam Burke,
my phone was dying.
Craig Knight or Sam Burke, Greg?
Are you talking about? Oh, okay. I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna go Craig Knight. I mean, Craig had a we did that KBBT Fish and Fit thing. Man, he put up 99 inches over the month. Had a real good tournament. Online tournament there. He's real excited, man. He's got a little bit momentum on his side. I'm going to take Craig Knight.
Perfect. All right. Our next matchup is Kyle Schroeder taking on Scott Robertson. Kyle is.
This is going to be fun.
Oh yeah, this is going to be this. This is going to be a hammer fest all on its own as well. Kyle Schroeder is going to what the experts call Goat Lake. He's definitely a very skilled angler, very skilled GoPro footage guy. I mean, the dude puts out incredible footage. Make sure you go and give him a follow. You'll enjoy every video and picture the man puts out there. Scott, however, on the other hand, I've gotten to fish with Scott twice now. The dude is impressing me every time I'm on the water with the guy. He's making his own rods out there too. Is it So Brazos rods? Lisa?
South Brazos custom rods.
South Brazos custom rods. I've got one myself actually in the arsenal. But in fact, that rod is exactly what I caught all my fish on at Fork today. So, they are good rods as well. Hit him up, give him a follow. Both these guys are incredible guys. But just based off a recent performance, getting to watch Scott get out there on Welsh this weekend and absolutely grind it out, able to put 2 fish on the boat, even though they arrived to the ramp late. Man, I'm gonna take Scott Robertson in this matchup over Kyle Schroeder. Todd?
It's not March Madness if you don't have a 12 up set of 5. And this is a 12-5 This is a 12-5 matchup. This is March Madness, and that's what this bracket's all about. That's how Greg thought of this whole thing. And you will never have a bracket without a 12-5 ups with a 12 up not upsetting a 5. Scott Robertson takes out Kyle Schroeder. 12 seed moves on.
Lisa, pressure's on.
Yeah. Well, I said it last time, and I'm going to say it again.
She's not going to do it.
Look,
she's not going to do it.
There's some official news that I have. Kyle Schroeder is now on the Southeast Texas Rough Riders. As of yesterday.
Did she just give us breaking news?
That is
breaking news.
It has not
Schroeder.
The ultimate trade.
2 teammates are going at it.
Yeah.
No.
Scott
on
Robertson
Arkansas.
is the Arkansas Hogs, so he's a rival. I'm going with
Whoa.
Kyle.
Okay, wait.
Lisa just chose her boyfriend's opponent to become their team member.
Well, he should have with the Arkansas Hogs.
Oh, he shouldn't have did what he did, she said.
Wow.
Man, he's sleeping on the couch.
Wait. Okay. Say this again. So Scott Robertson is on the Arkansas Hogs.
Yes.
Correct. Was he traded or he was recruited?
No, he was picked up by Arkansas.
Come on, Commish.
Yeah, and then Kyle Schroeder was a free agent and signed with the Southeast Texas Rough Riders.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
As of yesterday.
Okay. I got you.
And,
all right, so we need to put that on the website.
This
We
waiver,
need to put that on AFL.
This
Scott,
waiver free agency period is amazing, right?
Lisa just picked her teammate over her boyfriend.
I mean, Scott can't make some rods. They're great rods. But
I know someone that ain't getting roses.
Rough
on their
Rider
birthday.
blood runs deep.
Greg, who you got in this one?
Wow. Honestly, I mean, I had a little bit of see what Scott did over at Welsh and during your preseason game, and I was pretty impressed. I'll be honest with you. I was a great fisherman. I'm gonna go with Scott here. No offense, but I'm gonna go with Scott, and I think Scott's gonna take the victory.
Perfect. All right. Well, our next matchup is Jeremy Brands taking on James Quinn, Illinois. I'm sorry, Iowa. The heck am I thinking? Iowa taking on Virginia. And I'll just be flat out honest with you. If you think I'm picking anybody over Iowa, you're mistaken. Jeremy all the way, baby. He's my pick to take it. Todd.
Jeremy Brandis will be my pick here. Looking forward to seeing what he can do. Always one of the a favorite to at least win a round or two in a tournament. So go Iowa.
Lisa.
I'm gonna go with Jeremy too. Just think he can put up bigger numbers than than Virginia. So
Right on. Greg?
Yeah, I mean, I got to go with Jeremy. I mean, Jeremy's so consistent. He's such a hammer. You know what I mean? So we're definitely going to go Jeremy there.
All right.
Sweet.
Well, our next matchup is going to be, and it's actually typed wrong here. It's Scott Shishowicz and he is taken on. It's not Kathy Matheny. Kathy had to get out. It's actually Keith Williams out of Texas taking on Scott Shishowicz. So it's Texas on Massachusetts. That is going to be a throwdown. Man, I love Keith to death. He's came on camera with us a couple times. He's laughed. He's had fun with us. He's a great guy. Scott has never missed a KBBT broadcast ever in his life. He'll be on the middle of a date with his old lady and just say, "Not right now. I got to watch KBBT. I'll get back with you later." I mean, the dude puts us first at all times, and the dude's a stick. Like, he is just an undercover stick that nobody knows about. Keith, man, you might be in prime fishing time for Texas, but Massachusetts is about to do you dirty, brother. I got Scott Shishowicz in this one. Todd.
I like Scott. Great dude. Very passionate for KBBT. Love the support. But I'm geographically going with Texas here. Just makes more sense in my head. So I'm going with Keith on this one. But Scott, give him hell, brother.
Lisa.
I don't know who Keith is, but I'm gonna go with Texas.
All right, Greg.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you got to go with Texas here. I mean, I love Scott to death, man. I love his zeal for KBBT, and it's just it's just gonna be tough fishing, at that time of year. So I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go Keith.
All right, then we got Jason Starley out of Georgia taking on Jason Denise out of Florida. Man, I'm just gonna skip straight to the point. Starlight, Star Bright. Starley's taking it home by 10. Let's go, Todd.
Starley's put a lot of pressure on himself to get qualified for this KBBT National Championship. He's thirsty for it. I would take the Georgia bite over the Florida bite 100 times out of 100, even if it was Ron Champion. I'm going Jason Starley big over Denise.
Lisa.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Starley too. I think Georgia will be better fishing than Florida.
All right, Greg.
I'm gonna go Starley. Jason Denise actually impressed me over at the Kissimmee Trail event. Man, I don't know. I mean, it's gonna be tight. I think it's gonna be real close. I think it's gonna be one of the closest matchups we have. But Jason is always consistent, man, and I'm gonna go Starley.
All right. Well, the last matchup of the evening is our very own commish, Greg Nozar, fishing in Texas, taking on. Have we heard from James Penny?
I have heard from James. Those you guys know, James. James is. James may or may not be fishing this event. It's up in the air. So let me just say this: it's either going to be James Penny or it's going to be Jason Willis. Either way, it's going to be a tough matchup.
So you got Greg Nozar either taking on James Penny out of Texas or Jason Willis out of Louisiana. Jason Willis will be fishing Louisiana if he's in it.
Greg, where will you be?
He'll be on Marcus Coates land.
Yes.
You're going to be in Arkansas?
No, he's hired a professional guide that he knows can lead him to
I have not hired a professional guide. Listen, y'all.
He's hired a professional guide that knows how to win a championship.
I'm going to be at one of two places here in Texas, East Texas. and I know the lakes not well, but well enough to know where I'm going. So I'm going to be one of the 2 lakes here in East Texas.
You know what? I'm gonna go on a whim here. I don't even know who he's fishing against. I'm gonna take my boy Greg. He's due for his first win when it matters. Todd.
Oh, I got it. I got to do it, man.
I mean, it feels right. I mean, how do you not have Greg in the KBBT National Championship when he started the dang thing? But man, I've seen crazier I've seen crazier stories, right? You know, I don't know. I like James Penny. Jason Willis. I like him as well. You know, but I think that if Greg's going to be putting in a couple of weeks in Texas, figuring out a Texas bite, I think that he's going to make up for the disadvantage of not being from Texas. I guess I'm gonna go with an upset here, and I'm gonna take Greg Nosar to do what he's passionately been trying to do for several brackets now. He's only got to win one time, Greg. You live one life, one time, Greg. You got to be in it.
I know, man. I know. It's been an unbelievable adventure last year.
Lisa, who you got?
Lisa?
I'm not sure if Penny's going to be fishing it, but we Scott made a bait and we named it the Penny bait. So I would have picked Penny probably, but it just depends. If he doesn't fish Penny, then I'm going with Greg.
All right. Well, Greg, who are you picking, buddy?
Oh, me, of course. I mean, come on. You know, you can't follow up an MVP performance last week. No,
you ever heard of
Texas, man? I think last time I fished Texas, I was here last summer. It's a completely different story then because I love frog fishing, I love power fishing, and that grass ain't up here. Okay, it's just not up. It's not something that fishing Texas without grass and pads and everything else is a little bit different for me. So I don't know what to expect. I have no idea. All I know is there are 2 lakes that I know that could absolutely produce donkeys, and I hope to get on them. It's just a matter of, what method and baits to use. So I'll figure it out. I'll get it figured out. But I'm picking myself, and, we'll see what happens.
Right on. Well, guys, that's our
Bradley
bracket.
Kinnan says Jason Willis will destroy Greg. Do you know who I am? Bradley Kinnan. Do you understand where I'm at? But anyway,
you ever seen the boxer Adrian Broner out of Cincinnati?
No.
That dude talks so much smack and gets knocked out by everybody he fights. You keep talking that smack, and you're gonna get a Texas hand, brother.
Well,
by who? I mean, by who? Come on.
It don't matter. It
I'll
don't. Jason.
Contract to anybody.
Jason. What? Jason. What?
Jason says, listen, he'll be at. He says he'll be at Lacine. Well, Lacine is actually pretty nice.
Lacazine.
Down at
It's single-handedly
Louisiana.
It's got the biggest bass in the entire state of Louisiana, and Jason's fired up about it. And Jason says he hates to be the one to crush your dreams, given that opportunity. Man, I'll tell you what, when Jason's on, and you guys will get the chance to shake hands here at Fort together. So
listen, either James Penny or Jason Willis, I could care less who it is. But I would love to go against Jason Willis. No offense, James. If something happens to you, I'm sorry. But either one, I'm happy to go against. But man, give me some Jason Willis. I'd love. In fact, you know what? If it's Jason Willis, if it's Jason Willis, he's going to Toledo Bend. I might have to lick my chops. I'm so daggone close to Toledo Bend. I might have to go face him 1-on-1 in Toledo Bend.
I'd like to change.
I'm serious.
I'd like to change my pick, Bob. If he goes head to head on the same water with Jason Willis, I'm going to choose Willis.
If we're going to do this, we're going to do this.
I'd like to change my pick, Bob.
Come on, man.
Here's the thing, Jason. Jason,
As long
Jason's-
as listen,
Jason's.
as long
hey,
as
look,
hold on, as long as Jamie Broad does not fish near me, I will beat Jason Willis at Toledo Bend. As long as Jason Broad, as long as Jamie Broad is nowhere near me or tells me where to go, then I'll be okay.
Jason Willis said,
He-
Greg, challenge accepted.
Oh, I love it. I would love it.
hey,
I would
hey,
love it.
Jason's a firefighter, right?
Yeah, but that's one flame
Yeah.
that's just going to keep burning.
He's gonna see Greg burning into the ground. And he's gonna be throwing gas on it and watching this flame burn to the ground. I got Jason Willis. You know what? I'm switching my pick. I can't do the smack talk. You're done, Greg. I don't even know. Are you? What is your nickname? No fish, no sar. Let's go. Come on, let's get real with it. Come on, Greg.
Jason said not only is
Guys,
he
hold
a
on.
firefighter, but Greg, he'll be your extinguisher.
Tournament. James Penny's still in this tournament, guys. You guys are in the fantasy. Jason, you better hope that he has surgery, man. That's
James
all I
Penny
gotta
will
say.
beat you by 12 more inches than
You gotta
Jason
say-
Willis
that's all you
will.
can say. You ought to be. Jason Willis better pray and hope that James Penny. He's probably calling him right now. Hey, man, please don't have surgery. I can't take the embarrassment of getting beat by one fish nose off on my own water. Please don't have surgery. I beg you. Don't let me get embarrassed like this.
That's funny.
Jason
That's
Willis
On Toledo Bend.
is going to, grab
I would love
you
to do that, by the way. That would be
and
amazing.
just
I've never
chunk
fished
you
Toledo Bend in
right
my
over
life.
his shoulders. I don't even know.
Yeah, I hear you, man. That would
I
be.
don't even know what to say.
Let me say this: Jason Willis is the
Jason.
man. I love Jason Willis, man. He's the man. He's the man. He's the man. I really enjoyed meeting him down in Chickamauga. We had a great time, man. Had an awesome time. Awesome talk. He's the man.
I almost want to see a three-way shootout here. Now I just want to see James Penny, Jason Willis, and Greg.
I'll take them all on. Come on now.
Whoa, Nelly.
Hey, but let's remind everybody what's going on here. So here's what we got at stake. We got 32 anglers that are fishing this last chance qualifier. All you got to do is win one round. This is the last chance qualifier. You win one round, make the Sweet 16. You're in the KBBT National Championship that starts April 17th. And it's going to be a treat. And we're just looking forward to seeing how this all goes down. So you got upsets that are being picked here. We got No Sar. We got me, big over Pendergraph, probably by 30 or 40 inches. We got all kinds of different things happening. And it's going to be it's going down for real. You know what I mean?
It's
So
going
Hey, might I
down.
add? The last time I was down in Texas, we had a little all-star event here in a lake I've never fished, and you guys threw up your Texas hammers. Jason Campbell, Marcus Coates, and the Ninja, right?
Jason O'Brien.
Remember that?
Oh,
Jason
when
O'Brien.
when we beat Team
And
Jason.
it was a team tournament. Yeah, but just remember who won that tournament. Who won that
You were
tournament?
part of a
Marcus? Who had the
team.
most fish
You were
caught in that
carried.
tournament? Who had the most?
I had the
My
most.
back is
You had the
still-
bigger.
I won the
I
tournament.
had
the
3 to
biggest
your
bag.
2.
I had the biggest bag. Are you kidding me? You better look at that score again. Are you
I
kidding
had
me?
2 12s and a 14, and you had a 16.
I
and an
won the
18.
tournament. I won. I had 4 fish that day, dude. I had 4. Thank you very much. I won the tournament.
Greg's getting a
Thank you
little
very
bit
much.
older in age there, guys. He's
Jason Campbell wants to know
crazy.
who caught the biggest
Jason
fish,
Campbell. Jason Campbell caught the biggest fish. There's no doubt about it. But I had the biggest bag. Jason Campbell caught like an 8-pounder that day. That was huge.
though. Dang.
all right,
But
guys.
Smack
that's,
talking has
like I
commenced,
said.
and that is what you're going to get here at KBBT. KFL, obviously, we're going to have some smack talking going on until some lips get shut up. We're going to have trades, all kinds of cool stuff coming up.
I'm so skunking at Fork. It's not even going to be funny. I'm so
Hey, you wanna
skunky
know
at Fork.
there's a root
I mean-
there. We got a source saying that Eric Siddiki is demanding a trade from the Washington Warhawks. He can't stand his teammate Greg Nosar.
I don't believe that. I think that's one of those Fox News reports.
That's Jim Acosta reporting from CNN.
All right, guys. Well, that wraps up our reveal. Obviously, we're back. We're going to be coming back in action here on the 20th. Of course, you get the fire captains meeting as always, where we go over it, everything, the normal rules, some new stuff, some old stuff. You'll get the gist of it. You guys have a fantastic evening. Some of us have to get up and try to catch fish in 20-mile-per-hour winds tomorrow. And, hey,
it's going to be brutal.
Good luck to everybody that's out here. Thanks for everybody that tagged along today. This is KBBT, and we gone.
See y'all.
Guys, we love you. Thank you so much. Take care.
Bye.